Welcome to the Nashville Stars franchise. Last episode, Nashville played in their first ever playoff game and we got ourselves a win. And now here we are for our second game at home for game number 2, facing this tough Toronto Blue Jays lineup. We are pretty much neck and neck this entire first half of this game up until the 6th inning. They have 6 hits, we have 2, but a big pitching matchup, Jose Barrios versus Madison Bumgarner. We definitely acquired Bumgarner for situations like this where we would have close games. We need good pitching in these games versus these teams that can hit like the Blue Jays. And here we hop into this game in the bottom of the 6th. Our first opportunity to really score some runs in this one comes with Kerry Doss at the plate. Men on second and third. This one's going to be hit to center field, and it does drop down, and we will score the first run of the game. Kerry Doss will get the first RBI today. It is 1-0 here. Now we have runners on the corners. Rafael Devers comes to the plate, and he gets a low sinker, and Barrios is in a little bit of trouble here. Bases loaded now. 1 out. Bringing up Dom Thompson-Williams, who knows what he can do in this situation. He is very, very hot with this bat. He smokes one up the middle. That one will get to the wall in center. George Springer takes a weird angle at it, tries to cut it off. It is going to be a bases clearing triple. I can't lie, I did not see that outcome. A triple here at home. And it is a 4-0 game. That one just gets past Springer. He gets a bad jump on it, and it was hit hard up the middle. A frozen rope. The manager has seen enough. This is going to be the end of Barrios' day as they go to the bullpen and bring in Joey Murray. Appeared in only 5 games in the regular season. They're already trusting in him in these situations. Jacob McCarthy up to the plate next. He hits one deep to center field. This one's back at the wall, and it will get over. It barely sneaks over the wall. It's a home run for the lefty, Jacob McCarthy. We signed him in free agency. Now, he was actually drafted in the season 2's draft, and he was released, and we found him in free agency 2 seasons ago, finally paying dividends. That brings up Taylor Trammell, who also gets a hold of a pitch to left center. This one sneaks over the short part in left field. Home run. Back-to-back home runs here for Nashville. Taylor Trammell gets a hold of that pitch. And how about this 7-run 6th inning? Started by Kerry Doss with the RBI. And now we move on to the 9th inning. It is now a 7-3 game. And we will get the Game 2 victory. Wow. What a huge inning here for Nashville. And now we have Toronto on their heels as we go to Toronto and hopefully get a Game 3 win, making it easier on us, getting some rest between the next round. I am hoping that we can complete the sweep this game. Toronto's definitely going to defend their home field, though, as they have a sold-out crowd, and they are the defending champs. They will go to Kevin Gausman on the mound. 32 starts. He is 12-9, a 4.15 ERA. An average whip, and we will put Jack Leiter on the mound. He kind of struggled this year a little bit, but I still trust him because he is a really tricky pitcher to really get some timing with. Enrique Bradfield gets the start in center field today, so he will lead off for this Nashville team as we give Toronto a different look today, and his first at-bat will be a fly ball to right field. Willy Adames to the plate now, hitting in that 2 spot. He moves up in the lineup a spot, or moves down, I should say, to the 2 spot, as that brings up Devers now. He walks, and he hits one hard to short. This one could be 2. The throw to first base is way overthrown, and I don't know what happened on that throw. They probably rushed it. They didn't need to. Devers doesn't have great speed, and it's an error. Well, don't make a mistake versus this lineup. That's going to bring up Kerry Doss, who gets a high fastball, and that is going to be ball 4. Dom Thompson-Williams, who cleared the bases last game with that bases clearing triple. Could he do the same right here? 2 outs in this inning. This one will be outside. He watches that one. A 2-1 pitch. waiting for his pitch here. He gets one on the left half of the plate, on the outer half of the plate, I should say, and he is just ahead of that one. Nothing doing in the first. Facing this tough lineup is going to be a really, really challenging experience for Jack Leiter, but I do have confidence in him to close out this series. He hits the corner on that one, and Biggio goes down looking. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has been struggling so far in this series. He hits a chopper to first base, and it's right into the shift. And we get a 1-2-3 inning from Jack Leiter on the mound. On to the top of the third inning now. Nothing doing through the first 2 innings, and now that brings up Adames with 2 outs, and he will walk. You never want to see Devers at the plate with anybody on base. He hits one hard to right center. This one, it will get to the wall. And we'll see if Adames can score on this one. He's got 65 speed, and he will get in there. It is now 1-0 here for the Nashville Stars. How about Devers coming through? A very, very, very big signing. Probably the biggest that we've had in the MLB The Show series. That's going to bring up Kerry Doss next, who hits one well to left field. This one will knock off the top of the wall. 2 runs across the plate here in the third inning, all with 2 outs. That's why it's important to not commit errors versus this lineup, because if you let Kerry Doss get to the plate, you let Dom Thompson-Williams come to the plate, you never know what's going to happen. Man on second base now with 2 outs, and Dom Thompson-Williams smokes one. It's a home run. A perfect swing from Dom Thompson-Williams. Wow. I cannot believe the type of player Dom Thompson-Williams has turned into. He had the lowest expectations of anybody, and it's 4-0. Jacob McCarthy comes back to the plate now. He hits one well to right field. This one will get over the head of Teoscar Hernandez. It will knock off the wall, and this third inning is still going. How about these long innings in this episode for the Nashville offense, as that brings up Taylor Trammell, who hits one deep. That's gone. Trammell is always a threat to go deep. That is an upper deck home run to right center field. 436 off of the bat of Trammell. And he just cannot be stopped. He is just a hot bat waiting to explode every single game. It's crazy. I don't know how he hits for such low average, but then when we play with him, he is just on the money. As now we move on to the fourth inning. Enrique Bradfield up to the plate now to lead off this inning, and you're not going to get him at first if you knock it down. He's got great speed. You know we're going to be trying to swipe second on this one, so a 1-2 pitch. Not sure if we'll send him here, facing Jared Ecoff in the game. We keep him at first, but Willy Adames hits one into the gap. That one will get down. It will knock off the wall. We will send Bradfield all the way from first, and it is now a 7-0 game. Nashville doesn't look like we want to go to a game number 4. We are absolutely crushing the ball early on in this game, and Toronto is going to have to throw their best stuff at us now. Devers up to the plate now, and he walks. I mean, you just cannot give us base runners. We are just too good of a hitting team, as that brings up Kerry Doss. Oh, he smokes one to center field, but this one looks like it's going to stay in the yard. We do tag up the runner from second base. A actually strong throw from George Springer. But now we have men on the corners here with 1 out. And Dom Thompson-Williams, he's already gone deep once. He gets a hold of this one deep to center field. This one should be deep enough to score the runner from third. George Springer is an excellent defensive center fielder, but this one just won't be in time. It is 8-0 here on the road in the top of the fourth inning. I mean, we are not even in the later half of the game. Just incredible offense from the Stars. Jacob McCarthy, this fourth inning is still going on. He comes to the plate with 2 outs, and he hits one deep. It's gone in a hurry. Wow. This offense is getting hot at the right time. It doesn't look like Toronto has a chance in this game. And wow, I cannot believe what I am seeing. The offense today, 10-0. You know, it's so funny when I have games like this, I had to like go and double check some stuff. I'm like, is my difficulty down or is my team just hot? And we're just hot. I mean, Nashville is hitting the ball like we have never hit before, and it comes in the playoffs. We bring in John Dumont, 2-pinch hit here, and he does fly out to left field. We fast forward on to the 9th inning here as Willy Adames comes up with one more chance to put another run across the plate. With one out, he hits a deep fly ball. George Springer, a strong throw to the plate. Look at that throw. And it almost does get him, but Alfaro with great speed will score. It's 11-1 in a closeout game in the ALDS. Devers to the plate, ground ball to second. And we move on to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Blue Jays pretty much have no shot here. They got to score 10 runs in this inning. It would be the greatest comeback of MLB history, for sure. The first batter comes up. That's Teoscar Hernandez. He flies out to center field. Joel Payamps on the mound here for Nashville. Alejandro Kirk hits one to left field as well, and Trammell will be under that one. We are one out away from advancing to the ALCS in season number 4. Chris Taylor, who was acquired in the offseason 2 seasons ago. He gets a pitch high and cannot keep up, and the Nashville Stars will advance to the ALCS. How about the offense in this episode? This episode featured a 7-run inning in game number 2 and a 6-run inning in game number 3. We went back-to-back innings, scoring 4+ runs in this game. 6 runs in the 3rd, 4 runs in the 4th. And Jacob McCarthy comes through with some big-time hits in that one. Dom Thompson-Williams was big in this episode. And we end up with the victory. We're not the only ones winning right now. Our AAA affiliate is doing extremely well. They move on to the AAA championship. And our AA Bay Sox have won the Northeast Championship Series. So our entire organization is doing so well right now. Well, we move on to the ALCS, where the Houston Astros are awaiting us. And they did win, I believe, 3-1 in their series. So they are kind of fresh as well. They have a pretty similar team to the Blue Jays. I mean, they have stars like Alex Bregman and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. You can compare those two. And they also have some former Nashville stars like Ha-Sung Kim, who we used to have. We traded him away to Houston. And then looking at who else they have, they are pretty loaded all the way around. Kyle Tucker is 28 years old, 92 overall now. So we will see what happens next episode. We will start out next episode with the AAA championship. Then we will hop into the playoffs. But how about our entire organization doing well? And how about the domination we saw at Nashville in the first round? We'll see if we can keep that up in the ALCS. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I hope the rain don't